My lips are so incredibly chapped right now. Oh my gosh. That was good. Where is my tripod? Okay, I saw it recently and I told myself, oh, this is where it is. Don't forget it. I've lived with myself for 18 years. You'd think I would pick up on now that if I tell myself remember it, I'm not going to remember it. I now can't find my makeup. I'm losing my mind. Ah, I got it. All right, y'all. So I have plans tonight. So I thought I would show you all how I do my makeup. No one asked. No one really cares, but I care and I want to show you guys because it's taken me a really long time to kind of figure out like what I like to do for my makeup because let me tell you, it's been a journey. This is how I do my makeup. I think for my hair, I'm just gonna leave it down and maybe redo my bangs so that they're a little, just so they stay in place, although they're kind of eating right now. I feel like a hairdresser the way I'm touching my hair so much. Let us start, I guess. All right, so whoa, sometimes I'll like put my bangs up while I do this, but I'm really not in a rush or like any kind of time constraint. My plans aren't until about 5:30 or 6. That being said, I do have some errands to run. Well, I don't have to. I'm just getting myself more chai mix from Fresh Time, and I have to drop off something to a friend's house, a couple things to different friends' houses, and so right now it's like 3:42, so I have some time, and the place that I'm going to it's 30 minutes from here. I recently was in Europe, so I kind of have all the makeup supplies that I need in here because I used it whenever I was traveling. My vanity, I love organizing my vanity, but lately I've been trying to do a deep clean of it, and it's just really hard to do whenever I'm such a freaking slob. Usually I'll wash my face before, depending if it's like, usually if I'm putting makeup on, it's for early or in the morning. Within my like morning routine is also including makeup. I'll usually wash my face. I use this soothing no, I don't. That's my toner. I usually use Burt's Bees cleansing. It's like deep cleansing or something like that. Sometimes depending if I wore makeup the day before, I'll use my soothing toner and just like do an extra little wipe on my face to make sure that my face is clean. If I was doing stuff outside, I'd put on my calming moisturizer. It has SPF in it. I don't really feel like putting it on though because it makes my face look paler, and also it's just like, I don't know, I'm not gonna be outside, so I don't really feel the need to put on this, even though, don't come at me, I know that putting on moisturizer is good for your face. I just don't feel like it today, okay? I usually use Burt's Bees. I like using Burt's Bees products whenever I'm cleansing my face. I trust it. It's good for my skin. I use, not that anyone really cares, but I use In The Know products sometimes as well. I use their nightly clarifying serum. I used to use their moisturizer, but I ran out and then got the Burt's Bees instead. And then I've also used their gummies before, like their multivitamin gummies, just once. They were a little expensive for me. And I also have a really hard time with keeping up with daily regimens, and so I am not very good at consistently taking vitamins anyway, so I figured I'm not really gonna spend the money for that if I'm not consistent with it. So after I wash my face and make sure it's all like clean and such, I always start with concealer. I don't really do a whole lot of like heavy makeup unless I'm doing some sort of special thing like dress up situation, or I'm just like, depending on what my outfit is, I might do a little bit more edgier look with like eyeliner. If I'm going to a concert, I might do like a pop of like colored eyeshadow. So usually I do dots of concealer. If I want like a heavier look, I'll do lines because it's more, but I don't have like horrible bags under my eyes, although I did travel for 21 hours yesterday, coming home from Rome, which was just a nightmare, and I got like 6 hours of sleep, which isn't bad, but it's not great either. I do have bags under my eyes. I might do a second layer of concealer, but it really just depends. So I kind of just blend that in. I wet my wet brush. I don't have a sink near me, so I just use my spray bottle. It also, I feel like it looks a little strange because I am tanner in the face than what my concealer is. I believe my concealer is the second to pale, like second to first or whatever, like palest concealer that this brand sells. I use Wet n Wild Incognito concealer. I like the cream and stuff. I feel like sometimes the matte, like I used to use this Revlon. You twist it and do it. I just like the cream better. I think it blends easier. I go back in with the concealer and just like any imperfections I have that I noticed, or like red spots really, I kind of just put a little dot like right over it. I've been trying to go a little easier on like how heavy my makeup is, just because I know it's not good for your skin. So I stopped using foundation like a year ago, and I think it's really helped, honestly. I also put concealer here. I have acne scars from when I did SpongeBob the musical this past spring. I had to wear facial hair for one of the characters I played, which was Patchy the Pirate, and during dress rehearsal tech week, which is like the last 2 weeks before the performance, is when I started consistently wearing the facial hair. And I had to, whenever we did full show run-throughs, I had to wear it 3 different times. So it's put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, 5 days or 4 days a week for 2 weeks roughly. And sometimes it would be more than that depending on how many times we're running through like one scene which required the quick change. And so I ended up developing like really harsh acne like right on my jawline, and it actually is kind of nice now because the like scarring kind of makes my cheeks look a little more, have a little more like definition, like dimples or whatever right here. But it was not lovely getting to that point when it was just acne. It was really bad because the spirit gel, or not spirit gel, the spirit gum that we used was all around here and then like here, and so I had really bad acne like here. It was absolutely awful. It was actually, I love the character that I played, so it was okay. And it looks fine now. Like I've had to work really hard to get my skin looking good, which is why I started using more face cleansing products and more things like Burt's Bees to make sure that my skin was getting what it should and whatnot. But yeah, I don't do too much. Like even if it's my acne is still a little visible, it's not a big deal to me. It's just, you know, whatever. So next, because I'm just doing something a little simpler, I'm gonna just do mascara. If I'm going with an outfit or some sort of like thing that I feel like I want to be a little more dramatic with, I saw this actually on Maddie Perez, a character in Euphoria played by Alexa Demi or whatever. I did it for New Year's for the first time. I did her like New Year's look where she had this like eyeliner thing in gems, and I really liked it, and I like the way it shapes my eyes. But basically what I'll do is like take eyeliner and I kind of just like, I'll go in here and do like my inner corners and kind of drag out like a black line like in, kind of following the shape of like how my eye curves, and then a little bit like right under my lower lash, and then connect this top line like right here, and then I'll do like a little wing like out, and I kind of do the wing up so it kind of like contrasts like it, I don't know, it's really cute. And Dove Cameron, I've seen, does it a lot with her looks now. I usually use not waterproof mascara unless I know I'm gonna cry, just because waterproof mascara, taking it off is a pain in the butt. It might just be the way I cleanse it off, but I just really don't like it. I use waterproof, which also is kind of fun. If I'm crying, I look more dramatic, because why else would you wear not waterproof mascara? I lately have been using Big Lash Reload. It's just Revolution. I like the thicker brushes on it. I feel like it gets more on my lashes because I want them to look more dramatic. I get lash extensions sometimes, but those, although they look great, whenever I take them off, because if they start peeling off, I don't have any kind of like glue that they use to like adhese it back on, so I just have to take them off, which is a long process, and it also hurts, and also takes off my lashes. It makes my lashes feel bare, and then I feel like I look weird. When I was in Europe though, I started running out of this, and so I went to the pharmacy and got this like new mascara. It's a little clumpy, but I don't mind it. Like it's not like super bad like spider legs really, but it's called Lovren. It like elongates my lashes, but it was like a better word that doesn't sound as weird. I don't love the brush because it kind of like it clumps up a little bit, so I kind of have to like brush it off to the side before I use it. But it's got a little bit of a curve in it, so your lashes, it kind of shapes with your lashes in the shape of your eye more. And so I'll just do like a layer. I mean, are you really a girly pop if you don't make a stupid face when you put on mascara? No. Okay, so that's like pretty decent, but then I'll go in with a point of like tweezers, kind of like make sure that I've like separated so any parts that are really clumpy don't look that way. But like for one coat, that's not bad. So after I do one coat, I let it dry and then I go in for a second coat. But while I let it dry, because I'm time efficient, I put on blush. Guys, I'm cutting it out, but I am burping so much, and I think it's because I'm starting to eat American food again, which is so processed and it's not good for you, and it's making me my system go crazy. So I use a cream blush. I don't know if I love it. I think I would maybe prefer to use a powdered blush, but we make do. Sometimes if I'm going outside, like I know in Rome I was trying to use like very little blush because I knew because of the hot temperatures I was getting flushed. But this is Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush 140 Rose Romance, and I don't put very much on at all, but what I do is I take, because there's like a whole bunch of blush like on the inside of the cap, I kind of do up on my upper cheekbone. I kind of rub the excess off, and then I put a little bit on my nose as well, and then I blend that in with the back of my blending brush. I do a little blush just kind of on the bridge of my nose and kind of blend it into the natural rosiness of my cheeks, because I get like rosy here but not so much here, but I'm kind of trying to blend it and make it look like I'm a little sunburned but not like too bad, but it's just to give my face some color. But for people who have like my face shape, I think I have a little bit of a rounder face but like bigger cheekbones. They said kind of add blush here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in for a second coat of mascara. Actually, I'm gonna use my other mascara, the Revolution, just because it's running out, so it's not gonna go on as thick. In the last like year or so, there's this girl that I'm friends with. Her name is Jilly. She puts mascara on her lower lash as well, and I used to never do that. And then I saw that she did it, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, that makes like her eyes like pop even more. She has like beautiful eyes. So I started doing that. This does not have much mascara left in it. I might need to retire the bottle, or I might put in the work and clean it out and then put Vaseline in it. I don't know if Vaseline's actually good for your lashes, but could not hurt to try. I'll give you guys a little rundown about my history with makeup and kind of my journey. So I used to not be able to wear makeup until I think it was like 8th grade, when my mom first started letting me. But I always like wanted to wear makeup, but she just wouldn't let me. She was like, no, like you're too young for that and whatnot. And it was always really frustrating. And I remember in 6th grade, I moved to Ohio from Indiana in the middle of the year, and I was like, okay, I want to revamp myself. And I went about it in just like a horrible way. Like, I was definitely going through an identity crisis. Anyone who knew me then can attest to that. But I was really going through it. And so I tried to revamp myself in a sense. And so I got this like makeup kit from my mama. It was like super crappy makeup. It was super cheap, but it's like a good starter kit, I guess. But it had this like glitter eyeshadow in it, and it was more of like cream kind of glitter eyeshadow, which you'd think like, oh, that'd be okay. The thing is that it would clump up so bad. But I was ahead of my time with the highlighter, you know, here, and I would put the glitter mascara there because I was like, I want to be cute and whatnot. And my mom would let me wear that stuff, and it would clump up. So by the end of the day, not even by the end of the day, after like an hour into school, it would like clump up and just be black. And I remember that some of these boys would give me a hard time about it, and I'm like, I was trying to like stay like, no, this is like my look, but it really did make me insecure. And after 6th grade, I did stop wearing it like that. And then 7th grade rolled around, still no makeup allowed. I dropped the whole like glitter eyeshadow thing. And then I had this friend, and she was allowed to wear makeup. She would bring mascara to school, and I would put mascara on whenever I would go to her locker in the mornings, and I would use her mascara, which I've learned since then that is not sanitary. She did end up giving me the tube and got herself like a new one so I could have my own at school. And so I would put my mascara on at school, and then I would get home every day, run straight upstairs and be like, I have to go to the bathroom, and then I would wipe it off. And then one time my mom busted me because I came back downstairs and I had raccoon eyes and I had not looked in the mirror for some reason, and she was like, were you wearing makeup? And I was like, and I got busted. 8th grade, I was allowed to wear mascara. I was allowed to like do lip gloss and stuff. I don't really think of that as like makeup, but I was allowed to wear mascara and eyeshadow. So I would do eyeshadow and blush. My mom told me I could use, but I always kind of had more pink cheeks anyway. So, and then for school dance, she let me do eyeliner, and she did my eyeliner for me, and I actually hated the way it looked on me, but I think it was just like the style of eyeliner she did was just not good. And then freshman year, she was kind of like, you can kind of wear like whatever makeup you want, but I just did like mascara. I didn't really venture out. And then I started doing makeup looks during COVID. I would get really bored, and I bought like colored mascara. I started playing with like eyeliner a little bit, doing just some like cool like graphics. Like I would do like hearts sometimes, or flowers, and just kind of exploring. And now fast forward freshman in college, I've gotten pretty good at doing my own makeup. Eyeliner wings are sometimes still a little hard. I use tape sometimes. I used to use a stamp that I would just stamp a wing on, and then I'd connect it to my eye. I've kind of learned that less is better. I feel like I have like certain features that kind of get hidden by makeup. Like I have freckles, which aren't as prominent, but I have like a little, like, I call it a constellation, but that kind of goes from like here and then on the bridge of my nose. So I kind of just stopped wearing as much makeup, and because I don't consistently take birth control anymore, which kept my acne in check, I've kind of had to like make sure that I keep my acne under control. And so I've started just kind of doing less is more. I think for senior year, I really wanted to like kind of have like a set like makeup look that I do when I want to wear makeup, but I've also learned to appreciate myself without it, which I think is better. I think you need to learn to appreciate your natural beauty before you start trying to put on makeup, because even if I don't have makeup on, I can still feel pretty. So then I use the back of my beauty blender again, and I use this beauty, it's called Snackaroons highlighter. Oh wait, that's so cute. I kind of just follow like my cheekbone just up a little bit. It looks really good in the sun. I've noticed that the lighting in my room doesn't always do it justice. I also like highlighting the fact that I have big cheekbones, or like chipmunk cheeks. I got my portrait done. Someone, like, I went to this like artist corner in Paris. This dude was doing pastel portraits, so I got mine done, and this one woman, when he was doing mine, she walked past and looked at me and looked at it and went, very cheeky, and I was like, thanks. Then I put some on my nose, on the little, what is this called, the bulb of my nose, some just right down the middle, and then I'll put some in the inner corners as well. I'll usually do lips last. I really feel like I'm just gonna leave my hair. Like, I feel like it's fine. Let me change real quick and then see how I'm feeling about my hair and if I want to like do anything different. Okay, I can't decide if I want, do I want to do a more cropped look? Well, I'm gonna be so real. I'm eating and I'm gonna be sitting. So if I'm like feeling bloated, will that be, well, I could do more cropped. I love this shirt because I wore it to work, because I can go like this and be like, ooh, or more like a more modest crop, or I could stretch it and then like tuck, but I feel like I lose some of my curve if I do it that way. I can't tell. I think I'll see how I'm feeling. I might honestly, once I start eating, I might do a little like, I hate being a girl sometimes, but also I love being a girl, and I wouldn't want to have it any other way. See, now I don't think it's cute. Can you guys tell why I care so much? Comment down below. You know what? Not everything I own needs to be cropped, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tie it, we're gonna tuck. See, the thing is that I've had to learn when I put on clothes and whatnot is that I need to stop sucking in whenever I'm like looking at myself in the mirror, because in reality, if I'm not thinking about it, I'm gonna be pooching. That's just what I look like. I've been loving my side part lately. Honestly, bring the side part back. I used to be such a side part girly. I have like a big I think I have a big forehead. This is cute. These jeans are more like standing jeans, not sitting jeans. If you're a girl, you get it. Definitely want to wear the top. I think it's cute and I think it complements me well. Like good standing jeans, but sitting I'm like... Actually, I was gonna do my normal bangs routine, but I kind of just like the way that they're kind of going right now. I showered this morning and tucked them behind my ears so they have this like little like curl thing going on. You know what? Bye, Dad! Thumbnail. Honestly, I'm good with it. The last thing that I do, I always save it for last just because I feel like it goes away so quickly. Okay, thank you! I got this pencil liner. Oh, it's Lavrin brand as well. It's just pink. It was like they had this and then a brown and a red. And I was like, I will take the pink. But basically, I just do a little like outline. I did just put chapstick on, so it's kind of like my lips are a little wet. But I just kind of do a little line around just to kind of shape them. Sometimes I kind of cover up the little like indent I have, but I kind of want to just like, I want to keep it today because sometimes I'll do like the Sarah Cameron lips where I kind of connect these two little points and fill it in so my lips look like a different shape, just for fun. I take a lip gloss. I have like 20 lip glosses, but I only know where this one is, but it's literally almost running out too. Like I'm just scraping at like the very top where it's like stuck. I used to use a different lip liner that I did lose, probably because my room was so cluttered, and it kind of blended in a little bit more with my lips. Yeah, I'm not gonna put on earrings. I am gonna swap out my jewelry though. I have a bunch of bracelets that I wear, and then I left them all at home whenever I went to Europe, and then I bought like 5 more bracelets, but I stack up. I used to not be a bracelets girly, and then I changed my mind. Okay, now that I'm looking at it, I actually do think it's too much. Ugh, who needs a man when I can put on my own jewelry? All right, well, thanks guys for watching. I will see you next time with what video, I don't know, but now I really got to get going because I have somewhere to be in an hour and a half. Bye, poops. I cannot forget my signature scent, Gingham by Bath & Body Works. Awesome.